It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and becoming proud members of American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
Hey everybody, welcome to special ACA Live, where we've got tonight we're going to be giving away some great prizes worth over $650 to a lucky ACA member. As you can see, I've got a pile of things right here. Now this is what we're going to, whoa, my pile of things are falling all over the place. This is what we're going to do. If you're an ACA member, we're not going to do it tonight, but from now on, if you're an ACA member, you need to be in here because we're going to give you your choice of some of these great prizes. Let me bring these back up here so they're not going to fall off. Okay, so what we've got for you tonight is we have a choice of an Ambassador 6500 or a Catfish Special, and this is a 7000. We've got some rig wrap stuff. I've got a ugly stick rod. We have a cooler for you from Mammoth Coolers. And we also have a Navionics chip. All combined, you're looking at about $650 worth of some great stuff. And we thank our great sponsors for supporting everything that we're trying to do, and certainly our membership. So what I've got is I've got everything loaded up in random.org, all of our members. And I'm going to go to it here in a little bit. And we're going to pull tonight's winner. We're going to do this every month. The second Wednesday of every month, we're going to do a drawing from the ACA membership. And somebody's going to win some great stuff. We hope to add to it as well. So just make sure you mark your calendars. The second Wednesday of every month, you have a chance to win all sorts of great stuff. So, a couple things. I think I mentioned that we've got some great conservation efforts in the works. I had a great conversation with Chief of Fisheries in Ohio on Friday. Which was a great conversation. We probably talked for a good 45 minutes to an hour. A lot of good things going on there. And we've reached out to Kentucky once again and several other states. And little by little, we hope to make some progress. Some tournaments, all sorts of great ACA Tournament Alliance events out there. And remember, just as an ACA member, you have a chance to win a new Sea Arc boat. Every time you fish one of the Tournament Alliance events, your name goes in the hat, and you up your chances to win that great boat. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to let you anticipate this a little bit more. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to draw a name. Somebody's going to win some great prizes. What do you think? So stick with us.
Is failure itself. The world of science rewards the ones who are willing to try and fail, because with the courage to fail and to learn, ideas can change the world.
Hey guys, Pipeline here. Do you want the absolute best when it comes to the performance of your reels?
Choose the company Tournament Anglers trust. From our top-notch reel services
to high-end quality terminal tackle.
Trust in
Pipeline Tackle.
It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
You have a full-time job and you want to be a full-time angler. Don't waste time scouting. You want to catch fish. That's where Garmin comes in. Our mapping with Navionics data lets you see more detail than the fish do. It's kind of a big deal. Oh, and our industry-leading live sonar is so crisp and clear you'll think you jumped in. You're welcome. Now, if only we had a powerful, efficient, whisper-quiet trolling motor. Actually, we do. It's called Force. We knew you'd like that. Less time finding, more time catching fish. Only with Garmin.
From cane poles to crappie rods to catfish, B&M continues. B&M continues making memories for over 75 years.
No matter how hard you try, keeping your rigs tangle-free is, well, challenging. Well, not anymore with Rig Wrap. Staying tangle-free has never been easier. Just wrap, close, rinse, and store. Simple, right?
Wow.
No matter the rig, Rig Wrap has a storage solution to keep you tangle-free. From conveniently small to offshore extra large, you'll never worry about tangled rigs ever again. Rig Wrap, the world's best fishing rig storage solution.
Just playing around with this ambassador reel. These are really nice. Really, really nice. Somebody's going to win one. You're going to have a choice. You're going to have a choice of a 6,500 or a 7,000. Which one would you pick? You're winning tonight. Which one would you pick? So, lots of great tournaments coming up. We just had one. We did a live feed. Every month we're going to try to do a special live feed presentation of one of the tournaments in the Tournament Alliance. This past weekend, we had King of Bugs Island out of Bugs Island, Kerr Lake in the North Carolina, Virginia area. And it was great. And we thank everybody at Bugs Island for inviting us in to go live with their event. So we hope to see a lot more events in our special live broadcasts, and just look for our notifications on various tournament sites, tournament pages, as far as when we will be live. We also have a new live feed system that we're putting in place that we're going to be able to send to some of the Alliance members to really put on some terrific live feeds. If you have any conservation issues in your state, we want to hear from you, please. We can't be everywhere all the time. We don't know what's going on every single second in every state. So if you hear of something, please give us a call, send us an email, and let us know what's going on so we can start directing some assistance there and moving things forward and hopefully move the needle a little bit. Okay, so we've got everybody's saying they're going to go with the 7,000. Greg Mays, Marty, David, they all want the 7,000. Jess, Dusty, they all want the 7,000. Well, geez, I'll just take the 6,500 and put that aside then, because somebody wants the 7,000. Okay, that's fine. No, actually, I'm going to leave it here. I got so much stuff up here. All right. I'm going to go to random.org. I've got all the members in the system, in the random.org. If you're not yet a member, go over to www.jointheaca.com. Become a member for your chance every month to win this great prize package. And there's going to be a lot more stuff along with helping out the catfish community. We need everybody's support. Believe it or not, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, it takes money to do it. You know, it is what it is. And we certainly would appreciate everybody's support. What we're going to do the Wednesday night that we're going to air to give things away at 5 o'clock that afternoon is when I go and I gather the list of all the members. Obviously, we get new members in every day. So if you join the ACA beyond 5 o'clock that night, unfortunately, it may not count because it'll carry over to the next month. So, all right. You guys ready? Let me go to random.org. I got to go all the way to the bottom. It's a long list. Okay. I'm going to randomize it. You ready? Are you the winner? So again, let everybody know. If you know somebody who's an ACA member, let them know that you're going to have to be in the chat that night when we do the drawings if you want to have your choice of some of these great prizes. If you're not in, you're going to get what you get. All right. Wallace Mayer. Wallace Mayer, M-A-I-E-R. Congratulations, Wallace. You have just won yourself about $650 worth of terrific items from Pure Fishing, Abu Garcia, Ugly Stick. We got some stuff from Berkeley, too. A lot of the stuff will be mailed directly to you. The Mammoth Cooler will be mailed to you. Also, a Navionics chip. We'll check out where Wallace lives, and we'll make sure that the Navionics chip is for his region. So there you go. That's the first drawing, our first monthly drawing. I wish everybody could win, and hopefully, as we go along, many, many more will. If you do win, okay, that's it for the year. Got to be fair to everybody. So we're going to just keep doing this every month. Like I said, we hope to add to our prize packages, but I think this is a great start, don't you? So anybody got anything else? It's in the chat. A lot of congratulations out there, Wallace, for you. That's terrific. Anybody know Wallace? If you know him, let him know. Let him know he won. But we're going to put together all his stuff and get it sent out to him. We got some great rig wrap stuff, easy slides. Don't have to cut your line. We've got a few rig wrap things. Again, rod, reel, cooler, Navionics. Great stuff. We appreciate all our sponsors here and down here. Everybody does so much for catfishing, for the ACA. We certainly appreciate it. Anybody have any questions? You know, we're here. Let's talk. What do you got? Yeah, Dieter, it's a good prize package, isn't it? I love these reels. I love the reels. The rod's really nice too. But these 6500s are nice. It's a very, very nice reel. Love the handle. Probably use this offshore too. I need to go fishing. Yeah. So, go on to the American Catfishing Association website. And on the top navigation where you see all the listing, click on tournaments and find yourself a tournament in your area. If you're not a tournament angler, if you haven't tried a tournament, find yourself a local event and go fish one. I'll tell you what, you're going to have a blast. You meet a lot of great people. These tournaments and the catfish community they're wonderful, wonderful people. And it's great fellowship. And chances are you're going to learn a few tricks here and there. And you got a chance to win some great purses that are out there. So if you find one, go fishing. Whether it's a Tournament Alliance member or not, go find yourself a catfish tournament and go have some fun one weekend. Take your kids, take your wife, or take your husband. What do we got here? We got a cheap boat. I'm not sure I understand your question, Edward. Has the ACA worked more on memberships for nonprofit organizations that are active in the industry? I'm not sure what you're asking. We actually have a nonprofit. We have the American Catfishing Association Conservation Foundation, which, quite frankly, just before the end of the year, the IRS finally gave us approval on. So we hope to, get that in place and try to get some grant money into it so that it'll help us with our conservation efforts. Conservation is not an easy task. A lot of people, and we understand the frustration. We share it. That you can't wave a magic wand and change it overnight. It takes a long time. You have to build relationships. You have to have discussions. And a lot of times, a lot of these regulators and lawmakers are looking for the scientific data, which unfortunately in many places doesn't exist. I had a conversation the other day with somebody and they were talking about flatheads, which are invasive in their area, and how to get that changed. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges right there. If a state agency considers a fish to be invasive, whether it be flathead or whatever, it's very, very tough to get them to change their mind. But what we need to work on is pay lakes and some of the irresponsible commercial activity that goes on. And quite frankly, even some of the recreational activity that goes on. We sent a very lengthy proposal to Alabama last month, which we hope they will take a look at and implement at least some of the ideas. We're just we're doing everything that we can. And I mean, we're not a huge organization by any means. We're just getting started. And we appreciate everybody's support to move things forward. And I know that there's people out there that are frustrated with one thing or another. And, understand, we are busy. We're at this 7 days a week. And there's just so much that we can do. And, are we going to make mistakes? You bet you. But are we going to learn from them? Every single one. But we appreciate everybody's patience, everybody's support. We're going to make this work, but we got to make it work together. And that's what it's all about. What do we have here? I'm not sure that, Edward, you would like to see more for nonprofits that participate with the ACA. I don't know of any nonprofits that are involved with the ACA, quite frankly, Edward, and we'd be happy to help them in any way we can. Lisa, I see sponsors gone from your list on your page. I'm not sure what sponsors are gone. Actually, our sponsorship is increasing. How does ACA take sponsors? Does the ACA have affordable sponsor spots? We've got a variety of sponsorship spots. We're actually working on another type of, not a points race, but an earnings race. And we're working on a few other things, but it goes from a title sponsor to a presenting sponsor to a tier 1, tier 2 supporting sponsors, et cetera. As a matter of fact, Nate Davis from Tackle Bandit has stepped up, and Nate and Tackle Bandit are supporting the World Record Prize. They're going to be sponsoring that this year, which is terrific. And we thank Tackle Bandit and Nate for doing that. We've got all sorts of, places for sponsors. And we're willing to work with anybody that's looking to participate with the ACA. Yes, Lisa, we have prices. Of course we do. We have a whole sponsorship package that we present to sponsors. Anybody have any other questions? Edward, I'm still curious regarding what your meaning of the nonprofit organizations. So what you're suggesting is working with nonprofit organizations together towards a common goal. Yes, as a matter of fact, let me address that. We have aligned ourselves with several organizations, one in particular, and you may know this through their association, the American Sport Fishing Association, and they are the association that is pretty much the association for the entire fishing industry. They have a tremendous staff of people and government liaisons, and we have now been added to all of their correspondence to Washington. So that's we're working with them on several of the federal issues and working with them on a lot of state issues as well. So we're always looking for organizations that are doing good, especially obviously for catfishing. And, we will work with them in a heartbeat. And we'll work with you too. If you've got something going on that we can help with, that's what we're here for. We will do that. What else we have here? Hey, Sterling, how are you? But yeah, no, I mean, we have, again, we've got sponsorship programs. We've got alliances with other organizations. We're talking to other organizations. We're establishing great relationships with a lot of the DNRs around the country. We work with, for example, Robert Thomas with these Illinois fees. Robert and his crew have been doing a great job. We've been there supporting that. I had the opportunity to speak with a lot of the lawmakers in Illinois a while back with Robert as far as the bill to rescind those fees. We spoke with Indiana last year with a crew up in Indiana that's working on conservation. We actually produced, I think I got one here. We have these catch log cards that we produced last year that are being handed out, at least hopefully being handed out to tournaments in Indiana to collect information on the catches for the day and to turn this over to the fisheries people so they can start getting an idea of the fish being caught, the catfish being caught in some of the Indiana waters. So again, it's establishing partnerships and relationships and just trying to move things forward the best we can. Edward, it'd be wonderful to talk with you offline. You can give us a call anytime. The 800 number, it's a toll-free number, 833-4-CATFISH. Simple as that. And give a call at your convenience. Love to talk to you. Like to talk to anybody. Anybody has any questions, any comments, any suggestions, pick up the phone and call. Really. A lot of people think that I monitor Facebook on a, minute-by-minute basis. I don't. I can't. I got too much other stuff to do. I go to it, once, twice, 3 times a day to see what's going on. I'll make some of our posts. And I get all sorts of emails in every day as well. And it's not just for the ACA. I have Rig Wrap. I've got other businesses that I have to address as well. So if your email falls through the cracks, I apologize. Most likely it won't, but sometimes they do. But I always encourage people to call. Just call. I have my cell phone with me all the time, and the 800 number comes directly to my cell phone. So I sleep with this thing. So just don't call me at 2:00 in the morning, please. What else do we have here? Jonathan Keats. Jonathan, Division II winner for last year. And he's also one of the directors for Bugs Island. And they did a great job this weekend. I think Jonathan was hoping that he might finish a little better than he did, but I think they had some fun on the water, and that's what really counts the most. But Jonathan and Justin and I think it was Kevin, I believe it is. They do a terrific job with Bugs Island. If you get a chance, you're in that area, go fish one of their events, have some fun. They do a great job. As do all the Alliance members. And quite frankly, a lot of the tournaments out there. We've got tournaments now in California. There's just a lot of great tournaments in the Carolinas, in Virginia, in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, all along the Mississippi, as we all know, Texas, Oklahoma. We'd like to get some events in the Midwest into the Alliance as well. California, I think, is going to start expanding their tournaments. I think right now they've got 2 for this year, but I think next year you're going to see a number of them. So great to see that. And so I'm just trying to read some of the comments. Yes, Brian Northern, about 40 trails. I think it's somewhere between 35 and 40 trails, and we will top over 200 events this year, which is terrific. It's great to see tournament directors working together, sharing ideas, and supporting one another, and that's important. That's important for catfishing overall. The more we can all work together, get along together, and move things forward by supporting the efforts of so many, the better off we're going to be. And that's the important part. And that's why we say make a difference. Join the ACA. And making a difference means working together. That's what the ACA was created for, is to bring the catfishing community together, because frankly, the industry looks at catfishing and it's, catfishing is a different kind of animal, not the catfish, but the segment. Other segments is pretty much as rod and reel. Right? With catfishing, you have obviously rod and reel. You've got the jug liners, the trout liners, the limb liners. You got noodling. So there's all sorts of different disciplines in catfishing. And catfish, as everyone knows, is probably one of the top 10 consumable fish in the world. So obviously, it makes great table fare. So to get catfishing and all the segments on the same page and everybody doing things responsibly and getting regulations in place. And that's the other thing too. Regulations, there's a lot of good regulations out there in a lot of the states that we've realized. The problem is enforcement. And unfortunately, there's little that we can do with that other than encouraging it. But we're trying. We send out a batch of letters to various states every week. Again, reintroducing ourselves, encouraging a conversation, following up with conversations, etc. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take building those relationships and really kind of fine tuning, our message and our request for various things to get accomplished within that state. And we may not get it all at once. It may be one little thing that we need to go after, at least to start the ball rolling. But that's how we approach it. Again, anybody that's out there that wants to help out, we certainly appreciate it. We've got a number of committees with the ACA. And if you want to serve on one of these committees, take over one of the committees and get your own committee together and run that. We got it for kids and for education and obviously conservation, government affairs. There's so many different things that you can get involved with. And we certainly welcome your involvement. Unfortunately, we get, everybody talks about conservation, talks about this or that. But when we ask for help, we hear crickets in a lot of times. And then everybody's busy. Everybody has their own agenda and things like that. But if you want, we certainly appreciate your help. But it's a commitment. I'm not going to kid anybody. You really have to be dedicated, to moving that aspect forward. We do it every day. I've been at this now for almost 3 years, putting together the ACA. And it's tough. It's a tough challenge every day. So we're doing the best we can. So we appreciate everybody's support. What else do we have here? Sterling, as far as doing things in your area, now I know you're in Arkansas, and we're actually, going to be talking to the folks in Arkansas hopefully soon. Those that don't know, Kevin Smith, who is the mayor of Helena, is a former state senator, and Kevin has offered to make the introductions for us to the state lawmakers so we can start having some great conversations. So we're thrilled with that. So little by little. Again, I keep saying that. I don't mean to reiterate it. It's just that's what it takes. It takes time. It takes time. And it takes, unfortunately, it takes a lot of letters and a lot of patience. What else we have? Ivan, yes, the resume builder. Actually, the resume builder has been worked on. The outline has been completed. Those that don't know, let me give you a little history on the ACA website. The ACA website is made up of various platforms, and it's kind of a hybrid because these platforms are linked together. Something's going on with the website, and we have an auditor that is going to take a look at the entire website to find out what the heck is slowing it down. It seems to be painfully slow these days, and we are working on getting that fixed as quickly as we can. We don't know what's doing it. We've had a couple of people look at it, and they mentioned to us that we need to get somebody to kind of audit the site to find out what, in fact, is slowing it down. There may be some cache that's in there that is accumulating data, and every time you go to it, it's just trying to bring all that data up at once. Don't know. I'm not a tech guy like that, so I know a little bit about it, but enough to get myself into trouble. So yes, that's being worked on. We're actually, with the resume builder, what we're going to try to do too is we're going to get about half a dozen videos from folks in the industry, those that have pro staff members that do a great job with their pro staff, and ask them and kind of have a one-to-one conversation for you to read and to view, to learn what they're looking for, what they expect from their pro staff member or brand ambassadors or whatever you want to call it. So we want to be real careful when we set that up so that you have a tool which really is substantial. So yes, that is coming. We're working on that. And again, there's so much we can do. And there are certain things that are priorities and other things that we have to kind of move along at a different pace. But yes, we're working on that. Mark, let's see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mark. Yeah, Ivan, it would be a great addition. And I think that it's important. One of the tips that I can give anybody right now that's looking to be a pro staff member of any brand, is establish a different social media presence. When I say that, your personal page should be personal stuff. Use your personal page to create a business type page or something that is purely about fishing. Create some videos as far as tips for people, whether it be knots or rigs or equipment, whatever. But you need to have something that is separate from your birthday parties and that kind of thing. So that's one of the biggest things that you can do to improve your chances to be a viable pro staff member for a lot of the brands that are out there. If you're not a public speaker, you might want to, try to, hone that ability so that you can, if you need to go to a retailer and do a seminar, they're certainly always looking for people to do that. So work on your communication skills. That type of thing. So that's what a pro staff member is they look for in somebody that's looking to be a pro staff member. And many of the brands, especially the larger companies, are looking for true professionals. And that's what people work the hardest on. So what else do we have? I guess that's it. Unless anybody has any questions, we'll close it out. But congratulations to Wallace Mayer, Maier. Wallace, you just won yourself some great prizes. And we're going to do this again next month, second Wednesday of every month. Mark your calendars. We'll make a post on it to remind you. But if you want to have your choice of some of these items, we're going to give you your choice. Okay. You have to be in chat. You got to be here. If not, you're going to get what you get. I mean, you're going to get some great stuff. Don't get me wrong, but you're going to get what you get. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your week. Get out there to some of these terrific tournaments that are going on. It's tournament season, folks. There's a lot of tournaments going on every week. And again, remember, if you're an ACA member, you got a chance to win a new CR boat. Every time you fish an ACA Tournament Alliance event, you up your chances. And special thanks to all of our sponsors, and again, down here as well. And especially you, our ACA members. Thank you for your support and your patience. We got a lot of growing pains we're going through. But it's all good. It's all good. And again, we appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us. And we will continue to work for you. So with that, I guess I will sign off. unless anybody has any other questions, I'm going to call it a night and get back to work. I got some other things I got to do. But again, thank you very, very much for joining us. www.jointheaca.com. If you're not a member, if you have a friend that's not a member, certainly encourage them to be part of the, organization and help us make a difference. So appreciate it, everybody. Have yourself a good week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and become a proud members American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.